last week Nick was telling us that he's got a little bit more stern with his talking tos.
Yeah.
Do you guys welcome that, need it, or does it sometimes get to be too much?
Nah, I do.
Yeah.
I do, especially as a leader of this team. I mean, what would you rather have? You know what I'm saying? Somebody rubbing your shoulders and telling you everything's going to be okay. Like, no, we got a standard around here that we try to play to, and it's not even result-based. You know, it's based on performance, and the last couple performances where we just don't show up to play. That's unacceptable, and it looks bad on us as players. It looks bad on coach, obviously, and that's just not what we're about around here. So if I'm rocking with coach whatever he want to do, and I'm standing behind him. It's a little uncomfortable for guys at time, but just look up my history and the coaches that I played for before. So coach is the nicest guy I've ever played for.
You've also been proactive in calling out teammates privately. You've told us.
Yeah.
You do more of that now?
No. I mean, it's more conversation based. You know, I used all my bullets up in training camp, so everybody couldn't figure out why I was running around like a madman in training camp, cussing everybody out. But I just saw some looseness there a little bit, and it came back to bite us. But we got time to clean it up, and I thought our couple performances, other than the Memphis game, obviously was just a dud. But we've had some good performances. We just got to string them together.
That one the other day with Nick. I mean, without getting into specifics, and obviously stuff stays in house.
Yeah.
But when did you know that was going to be impactful? When did you know that he had the room's attention?
I mean, I'm not going to talk about stuff that happened in the locker room, but I would just say it's just a good, honest film session. And in the NBA, those are hard to come by sometimes. You know, we got so much respect for each other, and we all are men, and we all have our own families and things like that. So coaches tend to do a good job of protecting egos and things like that, and they have egos as well. So it's not always the most best situation to have those tough talks, but that was just a good, raw, honest film session, and we need those, especially the way we've been playing lately.
You remember the last time that happened here?
I mean, coach is pretty good with it. Like he'll keep it pretty blunt and honest, since he's been the head coach. You usually haven't had this many this early. He usually saves them for the big ones, but. He's got to get on it a little bit, and we all got to sharpen up, and he's definitely sharpened up. So I think we'll start to see some results, and it's a new year. We can use that going forward.
It is time for the big one, though, right? The season, there's still lots of time, but it's getting away.
Yeah, it's time.
Moment, right?
Yeah, it's time for us to show what we're about, and regardless, I'm not going to predict any wins or losses or anything, but I think you'll definitely see a better product going forward, and as we get healthy and we start to get whole and start to sharpen up a little bit, you'll see a better product. So at least we can see what we actually really are. And I just don't think what we've shown this year is who we truly are at our best, and we just haven't been our best.
How's your back?
It's getting better.
Is it just like you wake up, feel good, wake up, feel bad kind of
No,
thing?
it was a contact thing where it just kind of shifted a little bit on me and, caused some inflammation in my back. So day-to-day for sure. Felt good today. I practiced today, so we'll see tomorrow after traveling and everything. But just try to keep an eye on it, and me and Coach talked about it at the beginning of the season, just not making the same mistakes I made last year, and if I'm not, feeling like myself, then it's probably best to take it easy till I get healthy. So that's just where I'm at right now.
Like take a whole night off rather than go through half.
Yeah, rather than try to limp through a game and struggle through a game, which is why he pulled me in the Clippers game. It happened in the first quarter of the game, and I fought, as far as I could, and he finally pulled me. So we just been communicating a little bit better than previous years.
Are your back issues, do they go back a ways, or like?
No, I haven't had back issues in 3 or 4 years, so it's something that came back. I've had, 2 now, in the first part of the year. So it's both have been contact injuries, and most of my stuff usually is contact stuff the way I play. So nothing major, nothing structural, nothing I'm really worried about, but just a couple of nicks and bruises that I gotta tighten up.
What stands out to you about Indiana from the first time you guys played them earlier this season?
I missed that game with sickness, but they're just playing with that confidence. They got the magic. You could kind of see throughout the year when teams have the flow and the rhythm and the momentum, and they just got great momentum and belief, and they're rallying around Tyrese right now. He's playing at a high level, so it's a tough team. It's a tough place to play, but it's a good challenge for us. We're looking forward to it.
Tyrese was talking to Taylor Brooks, and he was saying that one of the moments that he felt like he belonged was a conversation that he had with you.
Yeah.
In terms of looking at your role in the league with younger guys coming in and
Yeah.
how has that evolved, and just being sort of a guiding light for some of those guys coming in?
It's weird because I was always a little brother, so like now to be older than some of these guys by a few years has definitely been an adjustment for me. But I didn't even remember that till I saw him talk about it. And you know, I don't like everybody, and I don't like many people, but the guys that I do like, that I have respect for in this league, you know, I show love, and I make sure that I show love before everybody else knew. So I think that was his rookie year, and they were trying to figure out what he was and what he could be. I know he was playing next to Fox, so he was trying to figure it out. But I just saw IQ and a feel for the game that, you know, no matter what it looks like, he was getting it done. And I just wanted to make sure that he knew that, you know what I'm saying, going forward. And that's what about. I've had guys do that for me, and I want to do the same.
You guys had a response against Phoenix. As one of the leaders of this team, how do you make sure that carries over beyond just one game?
Just got to lead by example. I mean, the time for talking is done. I don't really even want to talk about it with you guys, but I'm here. Thanks to Doug. But, you know, it's just got to go lead by example and, you know, put together a good stretch of games, and we can build on that. So, like I said, this season has been very up and down and unpredictable at times, so I'm not going to sit here and give you any predictions, but as one of the guys on this team, I just, you know, I'm going to go do my thing and try to get the guys to rally behind me.
How viable will it be when pressure is back?
That's another piece that we could use. It's a physicality. He knocked me on my ass today pretty hard, so we could use that. I told him he has to do it as soon as he's back. He's got to knock somebody down. But rebounding, defense, and just having another guy put pressure on the rim. We need all of our guys, and it'll be good to have him back. He's been out quite a bit, so just for him to get back to doing what he loves to do, you know, we're happy to have him back.
You got to get those red shirts like they got in football, where nobody touches the guy who's got the wonky back.
Yeah, I don't know if Precious played much football, but you're not supposed to touch the quarterback. So we talked about it after practice. Had a good laugh about it, but we had a good practice today. So, you know, hopefully we get some carryover tomorrow.
Just quickly on Pascal, what's it say about him that, you know, as hot as he's been, when Gary has it going like he's going in that Phoenix game, that, you know, there's no issues there with him just kind of taking over down the stretch there?
I mean, that's P. That's P. He's been that his whole career. The whole time I know him, he just wants to win, and he's trying to do everything possible to get us to some victories. And he's playing at an extremely high level right now, so it's my job to tell him the stuff he's doing wrong. And it's just one-on-one conversations with me and him, but I'm just there to keep pushing him, and just happy to be a part of that and try to help him as best I can.
Fred was saying he was able to practice today. Does it look possible for tomorrow? Or?
Well, we'll see. I think it's always you got to see how things respond, and with this one, it's a little trickier. So I think we still have and Precious practice as well. They're both the same. Let's see how they come out of it today.
Fred was saying that this year you've spoken to him and he's spoken to you about not going half-assed through games. We got to take a night off, like that.
Well, more like, you know, I think you probably saw more of what it was like. I think it was the Clippers game.
We took him out.
Yep.
Yeah, where, you know, it's kind of like he's not feeling great. He's out there trying it. It's not, you know, it's kind of at a point where you say, okay, you know, it's probably a night where we should probably call it a day on some of those. Probably a little bit more that way.
You would let him go back out, or he would.
Well, we didn't really. Yeah, well, we didn't really ever. He's, you know, super tough and all that stuff, and he's super competitive, and that's, you know, that's. He's trying to play through it, and, you know, he's like, you know, like I don't feel that great a lot of the times out there, right? So I gotta, you know, like everybody's got something they could talk about probably. So.
Between now and when we last played Indiana, what's been the biggest difference or growth point that you've seen from Indiana?
They're really playing a lot of people. They're really they got a lot of depth and versatility. Kind of all over, but it really shows up kind of in the perimeter for them. They're playing like 8 different guards, and they're all you know, active and driving and shooting, and they've got a really good vibe there. I think he's playing a ton of guys, and everybody that's coming in is you know, playing with great energy and playing, you know, really, they got good chemistry and good connection right now for sure.
when they're playing that many guys? Do you expand yours, or do you just stay with what? Like, I mean.
Well,
you
I'd
try to
probably expand if we got some guys coming back,
Yeah,
right? I think that, and I don't even know how many guys we played the other night, but I think we got pretty far down there, for us especially, right? I think we got to 10 or so the other night, and I'm not probably going past 10, right? Just hard to manage unless you got certain teams you can do more than 10, but it's hard to manage 10.
Has there been any area of focus for Precious now? He's been practicing for a little bit now.
Yeah,
Just when he gets back?
I mean, just trying to get him out there and up and down, and just you got to get conditioning and you got to get some type of rhythm. So we're just trying to get him sprinting and running hard and playing fearless and those kind of things, and that's it.
So just getting him back.
Yeah, just getting him. Yeah, it's conditioning and confidence. Yep.
Fred was saying that he kind of used up all his bullets in terms of, chirping at guys and getting on them in training camp. He says you've used a bunch of yours already this year. Is there
I got plenty this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a limit?
I got some saved up from years past. They don't expire.
No. But that's a fine line, right? I mean, you at some point, your message has to be, you can't be doing it every day, I guess is what I'm saying. It can't be.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bullet, right? To be tough coaching.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a bullet. And like I said the other night, that I will show them things that I don't think they're doing right. Right? Try to correct them, show them improvement areas. Every day.